I think we better go faster because introduction part of is more than enough for you. So models are never used alone. So along with models, we need to have a principal verb. And I have told you what are principal verbs. Principal verbs change according to the tense and the form. They have 4 forms. Now Vijay can well is not a complete sentence. We have to add a principal verb, and the principal verb over here is act. Vijay can act well. Okay, children. So Vijay can act well. Now you can use you can say some more sentences using this can and then some of the verbs like what can we say? I can lift weight. Okay, you can also say I can travel a long distance. I can sleep for a long time. I can study a lot. You understand? We are getting immediately after the model, you have a main verb. And main verb is nothing but a principal verb. So this is first nature of these models. Examples I am giving you some more. It might rain today. Okay, here might is your model and rain is your main verb, the principal verb. You may leave the room. You remember I have given you already some of the models. Is it not? Auxiliary models. Can also is auxiliary model, might also is auxiliary model, may also is auxiliary verb. Okay, so auxiliary models I am using in your sentences just for the example sake alone. So it might, then you have rain, main verb. You may leave the room, may is a model, then you have leave is your main verb. Then she will write beautifully. Will is again a modal verb, then you have write as a main verb. Now, second point we are going to. In the first point, what did we learn? We have learned models are not used alone. They require some assistance, help. Okay, children? Now we are coming to second point. What is the second point here? Models do not change according to the number or person of the subject and have one form. Okay? I will explain what it is, and then they do not have ing form or ed form. Suppose they have ing form or ed form, then you understand that it is a principal verb. I have already informed you in the beginning itself. Principal verbs have 4 forms: V1, V2, V3, V4. So they change accordingly, according to the tenses. Okay, suppose I am talking about a present tense. What do I say? I have written down here, I sing well. Okay, suppose the same thing I am talking in the past, I sang well. You understand? We are changing the forms of these main verbs. But here, in the modal verbs, when you use a modal verb, then they don't change the verb form. They remain the same. See here I have written, I can play, you can play, they can play, we can play. What are these I, you, they, we? The number or person that is mentioned over here. Okay, that we will be in detail discussing in this particular slide. So I have written here, he, she, it. Whenever I start in the classroom our discussion of the grammar, I usually write this in one particular corner of your board. I hope you remember, and I ask you also to copy it down. What is the chart, children? The first person, second person, third person. First person singular on the other next column, the second person, person, singular, plural. Below that you have first person. Under first person, what is the singular? I. Plural form of first person, we. Come to second person, both you, singular or plural. In the third person you have, third person singular, he, she, it. He, she, it are pronouns, and you have, if you are addressing someone by name, the name also becomes a third person singular. What is the plural form of third person? They. So here, whenever we are using in the present tense, suppose I say for the third person, see, she drinks milk. Can you notice that? Yes, immediately after main verb drink, first person I, and you use it as a drink. I drink milk. When it comes to third person singular, she is third person singular, and we add the yes. Yes or yes. She drinks milk. Present continuous tense, what are we doing? I am drinking milk. What happened to the main verb? It is taking ing form. Okay, children? Right. Now, am, is, are the helping verbs. They is a plural form, drinking. Rahul is drinking. I am drinking. Okay, I just wanted to show the different 3 helping verbs in the sentence continuous tense. Coming down to past tense. What is this past tense, children? Drink is converted to drank. Changed its form into drank. Drink, drank. Then third form, drank. Okay. So she drank milk. I hope you have understood what it means to say the person, number and subject. Okay. When the subject is going to be the first person, when the subject is going to be the second person, when the subject is going to be the third person, or when the subject is going to be a singular or a plural, it matters, it makes no difference. Okay. When you use modals, the main verb, the principal form of the verb will not take any other forms. It remains the first form of the verb. Okay, children? I hope you got it. Shall we proceed with the next slide? Yeah. He, she, it. Sorry, the same slide. I have forgotten to delete that slide. I just wanted to avoid that boring. So I provided you with some design here. But then I finished teaching you in this particular slide. It is same, one and the same slide, children. So let's go on to next slide. We have questions are formed without using do, does, did. Here we make lot of mistakes, children. I feel so sorry to say, even in the groups, most of you will be asking the slang you are not changing. Okay, so if I tell you here the questions formed without do, does, did, it makes no difference. Why? Because you have no habit cultivated so far to make use of this do, does, did. Okay, should we write ma'am? Can I write ma'am? You don't have that habit. Okay, do we sing? Alright, does she ask questions in the class? We are not using these helping verbs at all. And when I am coming to teach you the models, and I am here to tell you the questions are being formed without making use of do, does, did. So how? Usually questions start with why, what, how, where, okay, followed by do, does, did. Okay, where does she study? Where did you go? Alright, now using models, we avoid these verbs do, does, did. How it is formed, just see here. Examples using models. Can, may. These are the 2 verbs models I am using. Okay. Can I help you? May I come in? Remember I told you the mode of talking will be known by the way the modals are being used. Okay, when we use the modals in a sentence, you will understand in what mood this particular sentence is. Okay, negative sentences are formed with not or short form of not, nt. She should not speak like this. Okay, so she mustn't pay the bills. She can't climb the tree. Alright, and then you have climbed the tree. Here you can just say he can lift. He can't lift. Are you able to follow? He can lift. He can't lift. I am teaching you the question form of modal verbs. Shall we proceed to next? So can, cannot, or the short form of not is N apostrophe T. See the expressions over here. She says, I can sing, I can swim, I can open my mouth wide, I can dance in public. But then if you want to say any other sentences, you are free to say. Now we are going to moving on to the functions of modals. Very important topic, children. From here onwards, I am going to teach you specifically that particular modal. Okay. So first I have taken will. Most common word that we use in our day-to-day life, will. What do we say? If anyone is coming, I'll come. I will write. Yes, ma'am, I will do. Is it not? Very commonly used word will. Why are we using this will? What are we trying to convey by using this will? Okay. So when you use will, this will denotes to show promise, intention, willingness, determination with the first person, I and we. Children, there are so many slides available, so many videos available. When you click on YouTube or Google search, you will be getting plenty of material for the grammar. Please do not go, okay, directly for learning, because they are teaching in different forms and then you might get confused. Please first go through this. Afterwards, I myself will choose some important videos and I will post it in your groups. You can go through them. It's very important you understand the concept. Okay, will. See here, the will be giving you the. I have already written in the bracket what it actually meant. I will work hard hereafter. When parents are telling you are getting very poor marks, then what will you say? You are promising to your mother, Mom, I will work hard hereafter and I will get better marks. See here, I will get state rank this year. Determination. I will get. Okay, I will get state rank this year. You are posting, you are talking to your friends, you are telling them that you have decided you want to get your first rank or state rank. Next point, the same will to express request, invitation, assumption or characteristic or a habit. Will you please help me? I told you, no, when we are using these modals, you will understand the mode of talking, right? The mood. Whether they are angry, whether they are happy, whether they are requesting, whether in what sort of mood the person is. Okay, mode of conversation. Will you please help me? It's a request. Vani will be in the school during school hours. See, school time, school hours, most probably so and so is going to be in the school. So it is an assumption, guesswork. Alright. The lion will usually kill the animals. Habit. Next. Negative form of will not, want. So I will not spend my pocket money. I won't eat unhygienic food. They won't win the match. My friends will not attend the party. Okay, children? So, how to use will not or the short form of not, want.